Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Javi Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
Pollack, thank you. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, and not a whole lot of room on that return. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They'll run it to the right side. Got enough for the first down. Open field on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Virginia Tech's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. How will they be able to deal with this lockdown corner on the outside who believes he can take away half the field? Down he goes. Long way to go on second down. Looking to pass. It's Ryan. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Got a man in the middle.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He'll take it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Powers inside. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. In the backfield, it's Hairston. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The run inside. It's Edwards. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more...
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hits inside. It's Joyner. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The give, Quentin Joyner running right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Cuts it upfield. It's Lewis. Swamped immediately.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it here on 4th down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Scott. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ryan. Rushes on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Hoffman. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Comes down, it's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Scott. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They're working that left side. Got him right there. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it.
Man, college football is crazy. It looks like he's about to go score on this punt return. Instead, getting down inside the 10-yard line, he coughs it up. That is a play that could very well define this game.
Trying to run, it's Scott. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted deep in his own end.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled, then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Just keep slinging it. In traffic, it's Terry. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The play fake. Out wide left, it's Huffman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Here's Joyner. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, NC State.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To throw, it's Ryan. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they can muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a strong...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. All the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Holds on, it's Craver.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Drops back, it's Ryan. Turns it loose. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Got him downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Joyner.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It is good. Well, that's That's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 12 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back now to your game in Blacksburg. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the football on the return. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with the Hokies head coach at the half. His quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Wants to throw. It's Ryan. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Scott. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They want to throw it. Reels it in. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Right side, it's Terry. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going to the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Turns into the pile. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give to Joyner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Going to run it. It's Edwards. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Back to pass, it's Ryan. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this 2nd half, like no points in the 1st half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
NC State, 51, Virginia Tech, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down to the air. This one's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Out wide right, it's Hoffman. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're not...
Snags it, and there's running room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive.
Speeding down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he tacks on the extra point.
NC State, 58, Virginia Tech, 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds a crease. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Trying the left side. Turning it on. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Hand off to Joyner. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Huffman. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with the completion. Let's see what they do here.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, it's Scott. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sperry. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Oh, he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it. Back to it.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the 4th quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Lewis. All over him immediately.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a take.
It's a seam wide open. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the lone back. On the stop.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Moving out to the right. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Look out! And down he goes.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just got rid of that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Across the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Now from inside the red zone. Still looking. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Baker. Extending the play. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Combs. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.